Hello, my name is Teresa Palomar, and this week we are going over makerspaces. For the first question, how can technology support the inquiry concept? I think the way learners can use makerspaces has an infinite amount of possibilities. My learners can use makerspaces at home or in school. Anywhere can potentially be a space to make things. I encourage hands-on learning. I think that kids learn best when they are working with their hands. I've never really heard of the term makerspace, but after this week's lesson, I completely understand the whole concept of everything. My learners would have a space for making within my classroom. I would create a space where they can take up cycled materials and turn them into that week's topic for the lesson. From the article from Mark Schreiber, Upcycling and the Low-Tech Makerspace. One perfect way is to start making on the cheap is through upcycling. The intentional transformation of hard to recycle materials into new products, thus saving them from the landfill. This type of real world project not only teaches making skills, but also helps you integrate making into your subject area. Study material science, explore industrial design, or dig into environmental education. As an added bonus, a project like this ignites your student entrepreneurial spirit. I could turn it into a whole thing where each lesson we would all create something and then test our creations to see how they turned out. For the next question, how does the integrated technology support your learner's process for learning? I believe that having a makerspace would help the learner understand what we're learning more in depth. So I think that if we were able to take the topic of what we were talking about, as in what I wrote down was a dog. Let's say that week's topic was talking about a dog. We would scoot on over to our makerspace and I would say, all right, class, let's make what you think has to do with a dog. So whether they made a pile of grass because that's where dogs go potty, or they made a whole entire dog, or they made a dog house, whatever that has to do with how they transcribed what a dog is to them. That's how I get to see how they're taking my education. I think that this is a perfect way to understand how these kids think, because they're taking what I'm giving them and they're showing me what they're getting from it. For the final question, how does the integrated technology support the learner's evidence and final products of learning? My learners would benefit from having a makerspace because having the time and opportunity to make something and create something not only helps them understand the topic, but it gives them a sense of confidence in themselves because they've built something. Feeling proud of oneself after hard work is also something I hope to encourage. Having a space for learners to put their creativity and combine it with education would have a very positive impact on my learners' process. I think that them being able to put their selves into this work is what the difference would be in us teaching and them taking in what we're teaching. Is this makerspace gives them the opportunity to show us what we're teaching them is what they're actually taking from us. Thank you very much.